Haka jingile ban kentiu ya ka roi kapar haka snong ka thau menteri rangba ka jelau konrad kesangma haka khat samtrik yo yong arjar arpun riu la hiar sa West Khasi Hills District ban penlong ya ki program bat ka jing play pat ba ya ki project ki ba Kongsan haka tika than. Menteri rangba ulas dang dak bai kendo bat yakran bat ki pat ba ki badon harut surok hajan yo Nongstoiñ bat hadin kani ulan let ban play pat ba ya ka Dorbar hall bathamma jong ka snong new Nongstoiñ. Hakane kesengi lay don lang daw MLA ke Nongstoiñ uba Gabriel wa lang u MLA ke Ramrai u RG Moment ringkat ke jinga don lang Australia Russia MDC ke Mountain Road u badai ru rangba snong ke New Nongstoiñ ke Deputy Commissioner ke West Khasi Hills District ke Himan Nayak u Superintendent of Police uba Herbert Kharkongor lembat Kiwei pat ki officer. Hadian kini menteri rangba ulai play pat baru ya ke Prime Hub pendeng lawar bat ya ke Ophis bathamai ke Nongstoiñ CNRD block ki belong shibenta ban penklan ya ki kampen roi snong ha ke district. Hakal yang ke Puli Puthi menteri rangba ke jela ulai play pat baru ya ke mau RMSA school ban kentiu ya ke Puli Puthi ki samla puli ha ke tegatan. Lapan kut ya kata ke jing let jurep lingba ke jing penlong ya ke CM Connect program hasnong kse ko long ha ke boleh kendo ya ki pat ba bat sngap ya ki jing jongki bat ban bisa ru ya ki mat ya tai balami na ke jing pleu jing mot lingba ke tai kerensan pat ba.
Infrastructure projects have been taken up in West Khasi Hills alone. These 129 to be precise 129 projects has an outlay or have an outlay of 1,315 crores, which means in the last 8 years in West Khasi Hills district alone 1,315 crores worth of projects is going on as we speak. And this is much larger than what the district has seen in many of the years put together. In the road sector alone, 600 crores worth of projects is going on in West Khasi Hills. In water supply sector alone, 200 crores worth of projects is going on as we speak. In tourism department, over 150 crores worth of projects are going on in West Khasi Hills district. Like that in education, in healthcare sector, agriculture, youth and sports and youth affairs. In all these sectors, different projects today are going on. I am also happy to announce that the government has made a decision that every district headquarter must have two important infrastructures. The first is that every district headquarter must have a convention center. I am happy to announce that the detailed project report for the Nongstoiñ Convention Center amounting to 27 crores is ready. And within this year, the construction of this convention center will start. I am also happy to announce that we have taken a decision that every district headquarter must have good sports infrastructures. The Honorable MLA has submitted one proposal for an artificial turf for 9.5 crores. I am examining the proposal because I would like to see that it should not just be the artificial turf, but I would like to see that there should be an synthetic track also along with it. So therefore, I will be re-examining the proposal, rediscussing with the Honorable MLA and discussing with the local people And then within this year itself, we will sanction the funds for a synthetic turf come a playing field with a natural turf or artificial. We will discuss in detail because artificial turfs have got their restrictions. You cannot have other activities in it. Whereas if it's a natural turf, you can have other events also. So there is a plus and there is a minus to artificial turf. But as I said, before we take the final decision, I will discuss in detail, especially with the local people and the local MLA. But I would like to assure you that a full sports infrastructure, having synthetic track for athletics and a field to play football, whether natural or artificial, will start this year. I will sanction it this year itself. It is confirmed. So I wanted to announce that we will be doing that also. At the same time, the road from Nongstoiñ to Sopen area, which the Honorable MLA has already announced also, close to about 27 or 25 crores has already been sanctioned, and therefore that road also, the work, we expect the work under CRF, the road has been sanctioned. It's the Government of India's sanction. That also has been approved. So I expect that the tendering and the work for that project also will start very soon. Honorable MLA has already briefed me about this memorandum, and he has put in a special request that the gallery, which has been requested by the new Nongstoiñ Sports Social and Cultural Club, needs to be sanctioned because this field and this venue is used multiple times by the public as well as even the government, and hence this would be a blessing for the people at large, and hence I am happy to announce that I will be sanctioning necessary funds for this particular project and this gallery.
Actually, the blessing of this wonderful new building, which will serve thousands of people who fall under the Nongstoiñ CNRD block. Many years back, when I was just an MLA, I had visited my then block, rather even before becoming an MLA. And the block was Silsila CNRD block. And I remember entering the office, which I can tell you was even smaller than the old Nongstoiñ CNRD block. I would think that that CNRD block was only 1/5 of the size of this block. And I remember all the officers and different departmental representatives were in the same room in different tables. And forget the public, there wasn't even enough space for the officials to sit. And that memory is still so fresh in my mind when I remember asking myself, how can you expect the officials to deliver service to the people with this kind of infrastructure? And I remember telling myself at that moment that when I do get an opportunity to make a difference, I will ensure that I give new block offices to all the CNRD blocks. So it was that small experience that led to a big decision which we made in the government. And today I'm happy to tell you that in the long history of our state, where many blocks were functioning from rented buildings, many blocks were functioning from a single room or maybe 2 rooms at the most, that today, after spending close to 200 crores, all the old 46 blocks of the state, before we sanctioned or created new blocks, all of them have been given a new building. Most are complete. Some of them are on the verge of completion. The new 10 blocks also, new buildings have been sanctioned, and I expect that within the next couple of years, those blocks also will be complete. That this building will remain a building. It is the people who are working in it who will make this a block office. I urge our BDO, I urge every single staff, from the chowkidar to the peon, to the accountant, to everybody. Don't think that your job is small or big. You have a responsibility. In fact, all of us have a responsibility. But in terms of this block, I can only urge the staff who's working here. Just one word that I would like to leave behind, and that is kindness. Please be kind to the poor people. That is 50% of the work done. Even if you're having a bad day, there is no reason that the poor person coming from the village who doesn't know anything needs to suffer or needs to bear the brunt of what you may be going through at that point in time. Because if you are able to be kind to the people who come here, I would say that 50% of our work or responsibility is, or goal is achieved. By being kind and being nice and considerate and a desire to help the people can make all the difference. That is what is going to make Nongstoiñ block the best block. It is not the building, but it is the attitude of the people who run this block office. For the first time, a police renovation fund where untied money was given to the SPs, or is being given even till today, to repair different thanas and different outposts and different barracks for the police personnel. Money is being given to the SPs. Imagine there was a time when if an SP wanted to buy an air conditioner, the file had to go all the way to Principal Secretary home. One air conditioner. Because the process of government was such that it had to be approved by DG. DG would send it to Secretariat. Secretariat would send it all the way to the top level. And an AC would take 2 years to be sanctioned. Most probably by the time the next SP would already be there. But we changed the entire working system and we allowed the SPs to spend, starting with 50 lakhs, going up to 1-2 crores, whatever the utilization they did. We give them money and they could use it as they deemed fit. And today, because of that, almost all outposts and police stations and barracks, most of them have been repaired. You must have noticed in most of the areas. Our government schools, almost 2,500 schools were in dilapidated condition. The presentation was given to me saying that we'll require close to 2,000 crores if we have to renovate or build new buildings for these government LP schools. If it was any government, we would have said, we don't have the money. But we realize the importance of infrastructure in schools. I'm not talking about ad hoc and deficit and SSA. I'm talking about government LP schools only. And we took the decision at that point. I said, I don't have 2,000 crores. I can't afford 2,000 crores today. But please start with 200 crores. And every year I will give you 200 crores. And slowly and steadily in the last 6 years, giving 200 crores, we have repaired or built new school buildings in almost all the government LP schools and secondary schools and higher secondary schools. Even Nongstoiñ higher secondary school funds have been given. I think the building also is complete. And like that, government LP schools all over. Our different hospitals, different sub-centers, different PHCs, CHCs. Friends, this government has invested.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam kta ka dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita ka don ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam modon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shapi Lingba ko Office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya